Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to continue O-Level Middle 2. Our unit titled was Our Earth and Our Life on the Earth. Today, inshallah, we are going to speak and to talk about our global world. Look at the picture and focus with me about the atmosphere. The atmosphere contains gases, for example, carbon dioxide. You produce carbon dioxide when you burn fuel. Pollution comes from factories, cars, etc. Trees are good for the environment. Why? Because they breathe in carbon dioxide. Look at breathe, not breath. Without E, it's noun. With E, it's our verb. Look at the text and focus with me. Global warming, says we, Mr. Mohsen, a science teacher, explains the global warming to us. We will complete our vocab from the text which we have read before. The atmosphere is the air around the earth. This contains different gases. One of these is carbon dioxide. Although it's a natural gas, it can also be caused by pollution. Pollution from cars and factories produce extra carbon dioxide. This is a problem. If there is too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the temperature of the earth will increase. This is called global warming. If the earth gets hotter, the ice in Arctic and Antarctica will melt more quickly. The sea will get higher and this will cause floods. Dry places will become deserts. If these places become deserts, crops will not be able to grow. If we don't have crops for food, it will become very difficult for us to live. So, what can we do about the problem? First, we need to plant more trees because they breathe in carbon dioxide. We are cutting down too many trees. We also need to find fuels that cause less pollution. Now we are going to answer question number 4 to choose the correct answer. Number 1 is done for us. Carbon dioxide is what? It's natural or an unnatural gas. It will be natural gas. Number 2, global warming happens when the earth gets too hot, as we know. Number 3, global warming can cause floods. Number 4, with global warming, the dry places will become short, drier, not wetter. Number 5, cutting down a lot of trees isn't good for the environment. Now, lesson 2. Underline the verbs in these sentences. How to classify the verb in these sentences. If there is too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the temperature in the earth will increase. Here we have two verbs, is and will increase. Number 2, if the earth gets hotter, the ice in Arctic and Antarctica will melt more quickly. Here, gets and will melt. Try to focus that our sentence is divided into two parts, present simple and the modal verb with will or won't, plus verb infinitive. Number 3, if these places become deserts, crops will not be able to grow. Number 4, if we don't have crops, here underlined under don't have crops for food, what will happen? It will become very difficult for us to live. Here also we have will become. Look at our grammar books. It's talking about the first conditional. What is the first conditional? We use the first conditional to talk about something that we think will probably happen in the future. It will be more logical than usual. If Ali studies hard, sure, what will happen? He will pass his test. It's our form consists of the form is if condition, it's just if, plus present simple, don't, doesn't, if, or doesn't or don't. And the other sentence will be won't or will, plus verb infinitive. Look at this example. If Mona is quick, she will catch the bus. Another one, if it is windy tomorrow, what will happen? They want to go to the beach. When the is closed starts the sentence, you always add a comma. However, you can put the is closed at the end of the sentence. You don't need to have a comma. For example, Mona will catch the bus directly if she is quick. There is no comment because it's in the middle of the sentence. Here we have to read some certain sentences using first conditional sentences. Number one is done for you. Hamdi go to the university, get a good job. So we will say, if Hamdi goes to university, he will get a good job. Number two, you go to London, you see Tower Bridge. If you go to London, what will happen? You will see Tower Bridge. Number three, Walid reads this book, learn about the ancient Egyptians. We will say, if Walid reads this book, he will learn about the ancient Egyptians. Four, they not buy tickets, not see the tennis match. We will say, if they don't buy tickets, they won't see the tennis match. Number five, I see Hassan, tell him about our family party. If I see Hassan, I will tell him about our family party. The last one, number six, you not listen, not understand the lesson. If you don't listen, you won't understand the lesson. Now lesson 3. How can we look after the environment to choose the correct answer? It is best to use warm or very hot water for washing your clothes. It will be warm. You can save energy if you have a 3-minute or 8-minute shower. It will be 3 minutes. It will be shorter than usual. Trees help or don't help environment. Sure, trees help the environment. We will skip listening, as we know. Here our functions books, when we're talking about quantity. About 1/6 of the energy we use is water. More or less than half the energy is saved. Look at this category. About 2% of the earth has rainforests. 2/3 of our rainforests are not there anymore. Here, number 4, what quantities do we have? What quantities do you know? Make sentence about the following. We can use people in the class, people in the school, Egypt, and the world. You are free to use all these expressions. Now, lesson 4, desertification. What's the meaning of desertification? It's to transfer a green land into desert, and without nothing, just bare desert. For example, here we will read our text. Plants and the trees are good for farmers, as we know. Their roots help to keep water in the soil. So, what happens if we don't have trees or plants? Here is the answers. If we cut down the plants and the trees, for example, to build houses or to keep animals, what will happen? The soil will become drier. Wind and rain can carry the soil away. If this continues for a long time, desertification happens. This means that the area becomes a desert. About 16% of the world people live the problem of desertification. To help stop it, farmers around the world are planting more and more trees in dry areas. In the Luxor area, farmers are helping to stop desertification. How? By growing plants called jatropha. These plants have big green leaves and they can grow in a very dry soil. They are very easy to grow. If a piece of a plant is cut off and put into a soil, a new plant to grow, and so on. Now, as the last one, the seeds of the plant contain oil. It can be used as a fuel, which causes less pollution than petrol. In this way, the jatropha plant protects the environment as well as the soil. Here matches the three sentences with the pictures as we see. Petrol, leaves, root, and seeds. Number 1, number D, it will be petrol for sure. Number B, it will be leaves. Number A, it will be root. Number C, it will be seed. And as we read before, we can answer this question. It will be texted questions and answers according to the text that we have read it before. Here, our last page about review. We can choose the correct word. Number 1. The air around the earth is called the atmosphere. Number 2, the air around the earth contains many sure it will be gathered. Wood is an example of sure fuel. If we cut down trees and the plants, it will for sure cause desertification. Here using the first conditional match to make first conditional sentence. Number 1, it will be C. If you eat too many sweets, what will happen? You will have bad teeth. Number 2, it will be E. If Mr. Tariq is L, so Mr. Ahmed will teach the listening speed. Number 3, if you phone this number, it will be number D. You will speak to the manager. Number 4, A. If the tourists go to Giza, they will see the pyramids. Number 5, F. If you go to that restaurant, you will have a really good lunch. Number 6, it will be the final number B. If Karim forgets his glasses, he won't be able to read. The last exercise, number 3, look at the diagram here and choose the correct answer. Number 1 is done for us. The total number of the students is 16. If we count them, they will be 16. Number 2, most of the students recycle paper or glass, as we know. Number 3, 1/6 or quarter of the students don't recycle. It will be short quarter according to the diagram. Number 4, more or less than half of the students recycle glass for sure. It's clear that less than half. The last one, 31 or 50% of the students only recycle paper. It will be 31. Here we finish this unit. See you later, inshallah.